Hello guys, welcome to another edition of Ray Sports News and Debates. Okay, sorry it's been a while, life's been a little crazy, but we're back at it. Okay, in this video we're going to be going over our Week 4 NFL predictions, all 16 games. Starting with game number 1, Thursday night, we got Dolphins, Cincinnati. I'm gonna stay on the Dolphins bandwagon for a little bit. They beat two really good teams. They beat the Bills and they beat the Ravens. Cincinnati's line is garbage. I feel really bad for Joe Burrow because at this pace he's not going to make it another 5 years. I'm gonna go Dolphins over Bengals. Okay. Sunday games, I got the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. Washington's terrible this year. Pretty obvious. Philly absolutely destroying them offensively and defensively. So I'm gonna go Cowboys over Washington. I think Cooper Rush is a solid backup. I do think he's gonna go the next 2 weeks, and then Dak's gonna come back for the Eagles game. But yeah, Cowboys over Washington. Game number 3, we got the Cleveland Browns, Atlanta Falcons. This was kind of a toss-up because Marriotta's not as bad as I thought he was going to be, but I'm going to go Cleveland over the Falcons. I just think that defense is going to carry them a little bit. Game number 4, we got the Vikings and the Saints. Again, it's a toss-up because you don't know which Minnesota team you're going to get. You're either going to get the Minnesota team that got destroyed on Monday night, or you're going to get the team that showed up in the fourth quarter against the Lions. So I'm going to go Vikings over Saints. Winston's been awful the past 2 weeks, so I just think it's going to be 3 weeks in a row. Game number 5, Detroit Lions, Seattle Seahawks. I'm going to go Detroit. I think Detroit's a very, very underrated 1-2 team. They lost by 3 to the Eagles week 1. Came back for a solid week 2 performance against the Commanders. And then, fortunately, they gave up a 10-point lead to Kirk Cousins and the Vikings last week. But I like that offense. I like what they're doing. Seattle, I think they're tanking. So I'm going to go Lions. Game number 6, we got the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. Let's be real. The Colts are garbage. Matt Ryan is looking like he's 48 years old out there, not really doing much. Titans bounced back with a really, really good win last week against the Raiders. I think Henry's gonna have a field day with this team, so I'm gonna go Tennessee over Indy. Game number 7, we got Chicago Bears and New York Giants. I'm gonna go Chicago. It's pretty funny that through 3 games they have 297 pass yards, and there are 4 receivers in the league that have 300 pass yards or 300 reception yards. But I think the Giants are getting exposed to the team that they are. They're going to be a nail, biter type of team. They're not going to score a lot. Daniel Jones is an average quarterback at best. And I think Fields and that offense is going to do just enough to squeak by the Giants. So I got Chicago over New York. Game number 8, one of my first upsets of the week. We got the Philadelphia Eagles, Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm going to go Jacksonville here. I'm not a believer quite yet in Philadelphia. I do feel Jalen Hurts is in the MVP conversation. They've beaten some very good quality teams. But I just think the Jaguars are a much improved team, and they're going to take away the run game from Philadelphia, which is what makes the Eagles the Eagles. They got the number 1 rush offense in the league, if I'm not mistaken. But I think Trevor Lawrence is finally coming into his own as an NFL starting quarterback. They're 2-1. And I'm going to go Jacksonville. I believe in this team a little bit more than I do Philadelphia. And maybe I just need them to beat the Cowboys to be a believer. But I could definitely see Philadelphia winning. But I'm going to go Jacksonville. Jalen Hurts is due for a bad game. Game number 9, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers and New York Jets. even if Zach Wilson plays, which is what they've kind of indicated for week 4, I think Pittsburgh's defense is just going to be a little bit too much. I think this is going to be the make it or break it game for Mitch Trubisky. I feel like they don't win this game. They're going to go with Pickett in week 5. So I'm going to go Pittsburgh over the Jets. Game number 10, and what I think is really going to be either a shootout or a defensive struggle. I don't think there's going to be an in-between. You got the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. I'm gonna go Bills here. I think the Bills are offensively and defensively the better team. Quarterbacks are pretty neck and neck with Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. I just think that Bills defense is going to shut down Lamar. Game number 11, we got the Chargers and the Texans. I mean, the Texans are awful this year. Let's be real. I'm gonna go the Chargers here. Even if Herbert's hurt, I feel like he could beat the Texans. Game number 12, we got the Packers and the Patriots. Again, I think it's going to be a lot closer to what people think are, but I'm going to go Packers, and I'm going to trust Aaron Rodgers to get the job done against the Patriots. Game number 13, Cardinals, Panthers. Baker's awful. I really don't know how they won that last game, even though I called it. But I'm going to go Arizona over Carolina. Game number 14, in my second upset of the week, or I think it's an upset, I'm going to go the Raiders over Broncos. Russell has looked god-awful this year. If it wasn't for that defense, they would not be 2-1. I can't remember the last time I've seen a team win 16-9 and 11-10 in back-to-back weeks. I couldn't tell you. Russell looks like average at best. And yeah, you could say there's a chemistry issue, but I mean, Brady won the Super Bowl his first year in Tampa Bay. I'm just saying. Stafford won his Super Bowl first year with the Rams. So come on now. Sunday night we got the Chiefs at the Bucks. I think because Tampa Bay has like a second and third team offensive line, and the wide receivers are up and down every week. You don't know who's playing, who's not playing. I think they'll have Evans back, but I still think Kansas City has the better team over the Bucks. Monday night, we got the Rams and the 49ers. I'm going to trust the Rams here, although the 49ers just have a formula for the Rams every regular season. I would say I tolerate Jimmy Garoppolo. I like the guy because as much as you want to, people say, oh, he's overhyped and blah blah blah. I'm gonna tell you 2 interesting stats about Kyle Shanahan as a head coach. With Jimmy Garoppolo as a starting quarterback, they are 35-16. No way, I think 35-9. They are 35-9 with Jimmy Garoppolo as a starting quarterback. 35-9. Without Jimmy Garoppolo, they are 9-29. 9-29. You can say whatever you want about the defense carrying this team or whatever, but Jimmy, he wins at the end of the day. But yeah, I'm gonna go Rams over the 49ers. I just think offensively and defensively they're the better team. Although I think 49ers might have a little bit better defense. I just think offensively, Cooper Kupp, Stafford, Allen Robinson, Higbee, Akers, Henderson in that backfield. I think it's gonna be a little bit over the top for the 49ers. But just to recap, I'll go 1 through 16 one more time real quick. I got the Dolphins over Cincinnati. I got the Cowboys over Washington. I got the Browns over the Falcons. Vikings over the Saints. Lions over the Seahawks. Titans over the Colts. Chicago over the Giants. Jags over Philadelphia. Pittsburgh over the Jets. Bills over the Ravens. Chargers over the Texans. Packers over the Patriots. Cardinals over the Panthers. Raiders over the Broncos. Chiefs over the Bucks. And Rams over the 49ers. Feel free to hit that like button and smash the subscribe button, guys. Super close to 100 subscribers on here. Been trying doing at least one of these videos once a week, guys. Till then, guys, have a good one.